This is crazy. Where is our country going if you're indicting a leading candidate for president on something which, by the way, this happened how long ago? Like, are we living in the past? This didn't happen recently.
This letter is from 2018. So here, we have the actual letter right here. You can see it from Daily Mail. It says, McDermott, Will, and Emery, February 8th, 2018, to the FEC. So the question is, did this individual, Stephen M. Ryan, counsel for Michael Cohen, lie to the FEC? Likely not. It's more likely that it's been a witch hunt the whole time. Democrats have been weaponizing the justice system to go after Donald Trump with lies and smears, and this proves that it's all bunk nonsense.
Yeah, and I would say Cohen wants payback because Cohen went to jail, which was really his own fault. He went to jail and he blames Trump, and he didn't get a new job, didn't get money with Trump, and so he turned into an anti-Trump guy. And this was part of his scheme to be able to grow his star on the left, being the guy who took down Trump.
Like
and so he's willing to lie.
Like Cheney, like Kinzinger, was it Joe Walsh?
Yep.
These people know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. They're, you know what I think it is? People like Cohen go to prison, and then you'll see people like, Joe Walsh or whatever, and they're like, I know who butters my bread. I better just fall in line with the deep state.
100%.
Why would Cohen pay Stormy Daniels $130,000 anyway?
That part never made sense to me. I mean,
I think it makes sense. It's a question of personal issues that we're not privy to.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it possible that he's just super rich and is like 130 grand's not much to take the pressure off Donald Trump? I'm just going to do it for him kind of thing?
Maybe.
It could be this. Michael Cohen he was the counsel for Trump, right? He was a lawyer for Trump.
Yeah.
Imagine you're a lawyer for a client and the client says, listen, I need you to take care of these extraneous things. I'm not going to waste time with them, right? I'm busy with my campaign. And then Michael Cohen's thinking, this Stormy Daniels lady is causing me a headache. It's my job to deal with it, but she won't shut up and go away. I got it. I'll pay her off. That will make my job so much easier. Now, Donald Trump, in this scenario, this is hypothetical. Donald Trump doesn't go to Michael Cohen and say, pay her off, make her shut up. Donald Trump says, I don't know what this is all about. Figure out what's going on. I'm going to get back to work. You deal with it. And then Michael Cohen says, instead of doing my job, filing paperwork and having to deal with this, it's easier for me to just pay for her to go away personally and then just bill the hours to Trump. The Trump campaign likely then says, I have no idea what this is. Here's Michael Cohen. This makes sense. Imagine that's what happened. They're claiming Trump paid the money to Stormy Daniels and called it legal fees. It's entirely possible Michael Cohen, according to this letter, did it himself and then without Trump's knowledge, billed Trump for the payment he made to Stormy Daniels, and Trump was just like, I guess we owe legal fees.
And so that's the $35,000 that Trump paid. Well, Trump paid Michael Cohen $35,000 a year later. In October of 2017, there's a check from Trump to Cohen for $35,000.
Sure, and that can be anything though, man. Right. Look, when I get a legal bill, I tip it for the company. Like we get legal bills because of all the legal work that we do. Like I got to call a lawyer. I'm like, we're going to file this. We're going to file that. New company, old company, copyright. I don't go through this whole itinerary. I call the lawyer and say, here's what we need done. I need this song trademark. I need this thing trademarked. We're launching an LLC for here. Get it done. Send me the invoice. They send me an invoice. I click pay.
Yep.
The thing is, though, if I had a lawyer and I owed and I wanted and they just went and gave someone $130,000, that would be the most insane situation.
Know.
If you were a billionaire,
my lawyer, dude, they're trying to make money off me.
Yes. I explained that already. If I go to a lawyer and say, I need 5 new companies formed in the state of Delaware, and I need it done by next week. He goes, okay, I got it. Gets off the phone and then starts sweating, being like, how am I going to get 5 filings done in a week? So he calls his buddy at the office and says, listen, just shove it under the door. I'll give you a couple $100. Don't tell anybody. I need to get this done. That's not my fault if that person does that. I didn't tell him to break the law. I'm just saying hypothetically. It's I think the simple solution to this is considering this letter, unless you think Michael Cohen committed more felonies with his legal team lying to the FEC, which I think is less likely. That's a bigger conspiracy, I suppose. What makes sense is Trump's got a lawyer and he's like, I don't hang out with the lawyer. I don't know what the hell the lawyer does. All I know is if he's like, I get an email, I send it to him. I say, you deal with it.
Yeah, it's like, won't somebody rid me of this priest? And then Cohen's like, I got you, buddy.
I could see
it. But
no.
But you misunderstand. I'm saying when I talk to my lawyer, I don't tell them what to do or say, won't someone rid me of this priest? I say, you tell me what you think needs to be done. You're my lawyer. I'm calling you for advice. Send me the bill. Michael Cohen then decided to take this action of his own volition because it was easier than actually doing his job. His job of negotiating a settlement or whatever his job may be. Maybe he was like, if this book comes out, I'm going to be drowning in legal paperwork. Trump's going to sue her, and then I'm going to have to deal with that. It's easier if I just pay her and don't tell anybody.
Whatever the case, I'm looking at there's very little to no evidence that Trump paid Stormy Daniels anything. Is that true now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's basically no evidence. And by the way, remember, Stormy said that they never had sex.